I So I'm experiencing some technical delays and lags, so I apologize for that. Um, I think we're good now, but okay. Welcome to the Asia Roundup with me, Richa Sanwal. I have a quick update. I do not have a guest today on the show, which never happens, but I was unable to secure a guest this weekend, so I'm just going to talk about COVID, give a COVID update very quickly, as far as India is concerned. And I also want to get into, this controversy that has begun in India about this jewelry ad that played out on air last week, and it's become like this whole conversation around Hindu-Muslim communal harmony. Um, so I'll get into that a little bit also. But before I get into that, I want to quickly talk about COVID. So, India right now we're at number two, right after the United States. Um, our recovery rate has actually gone up. It's at about 88%, which is great. We have one of the lowest COVID-19 deaths per million population in the world, with less than 1,000 fatalities registered daily since October 4th. And so I'll give you a quick analysis and a comparison. So the United States has recorded about 8.10 million cases so far, and there have been close to 220,000 deaths in the United States. And if you compare that number to India, the number of deaths in India stands at 114 deaths, and we have about 7.5 million cases. So our death rate is not that high. And there are multiple factors for it. One of them being that India is comparatively a very young country, so I think people are able to bounce back quicker. Like I said, the recovery rate is at 88.03%, which is pretty good. Um, However, the health ministry has warned us that there could be a second wave in the winter season. So, obviously we all need to be again practicing all of our, precautions. So wearing a mask, maintaining the distance, social distancing, and of course, sanitizing as and when it's possible, or whenever it's possible. Um, some of the states have actually decided to reopen schools, which is, one of the first big developments, I feel like, especially as far as like students are concerned. So some of the high school students will will start going to school this month, from this month onwards. But most states are going to sort of not let that be the norm. Um, and also like train services, metro services are also resuming in some states, which is good for a lot of daily wage earners who do not have any means of, commuting from their houses to their workplace. So I think it's a big relief for a lot of those people as well, because a lot of people were traveling illegally by trains, and then they had to pay fines, and it was like this whole thing. So I feel like this is good news in a lot of ways if we can practice all the precautions, because of course numbers could go up. So Pablo just asked me if there are any concerns of undercounting cases in India. I think most of the government, reporting of the cases across the world, I would say, has been, I don't know how accurate it has been, whether it's 100% accurate or not. We were testing a lot though, so I feel like the numbers are pretty there, but of course, one never knows for sure if they're 100% accurate. So there could be undercounting and even underreporting for that matter. Um, so yeah, I think that's about it as far as COVID goes. Um, Good news is that we are doing better, and our fatalities are not that high, which is good news for all of us. But of course, we still need to be careful. I want to quickly get into the Tanishq ad. Tanishq is a jewelry brand in India. It's very well known. It's owned by a Tata Group, which is like a huge conglomerate here. They own a bunch of like big brands in India. And they have a reputation, for being very progressive and just like a very inclusive brand. So came out think last week. It shows those kind of baby shower ceremonies. It's a very Hindu ceremony. So the Muslim in-laws organized this baby shower for their Hindu daughter-in-law, and it's a very beautiful baby shower in the ad, the way it's shown. And they're giving her jewelry, Tanishq jewelry. That's the ad, the brand name. It's basically just promoting, their idea. Tanishq came up with this ad because they were promoting the idea of oneness. In Hindi, it's Ekvatam, which means oneness. So they wanted to show communal harmony in a country like India, where we're a secular country. We believe in pluralism here, but the right-wing Hindutva outfits trolled the ad online and on Twitter. Ban Tanishq was trending on Twitter when the ad was launched. It was a really big story here in India, and a lot of other the brand, because they took down the ad, they withdrew the ad because of all the backlash that they received online, and even otherwise there were right-wing Hindutva outfits that went into these stores, offline stores, brick and mortar stores, and threatened the employees and asked them to issue an apology. So the concern that the Hindu outfits had was that it promoted love jihad, which means basically it's this conspiracy theory that says that sort of says that Muslim men marry Hindu women to convert them into a Muslim woman eventually. And it's again like if you do a quick search, it'll show you it's a conspiracy theory. And so that's the the main root cause of the problem. It's the conspiracy theories espoused by the right-wing Hindu activists, and the uproar and the backlash really got to Tanishq, the brand, the jewelry brand, and they took down the ad. And if I could just quickly read the statement, they said that they are withdrawing the ad due to hurt sentiments and the well-being of their employees, because a lot of their Muslim employees got threats after the ad was released. So they said the well-being of their employees, partners, and store staff. The company also said that the idea behind Ekvatam, or Oneness campaign, was to celebrate the coming together of people from different walks of life, local communities and families during these challenging times, and celebrate the beauty of oneness. So, it was done with a very noble thought. Unfortunately, it backlashed ever since. We've noticed these kind of a lot of like uproar and backlash from a lot of Hindu, right-wing outfits towards a lot of Muslims, Muslim-related issues or Muslim anything, honestly. And it's been an issue in India right now, and it's always been an issue actually. But of course, we have overcome those issues in the past, and I hope that it doesn't become a problem forever. But obviously, it is telling of what times we're living in right now, and it is a bit scary for a lot of us. So of course, I don't want to comment on it too much. I do plan to have an expert, and I want to dig into it and get everyone's point of view. Home Minister Amit Shah, he's the Home Minister of India. Amit Shah said that India's communal harmony is very strong and overactivism is wrong. So that was a very positive statement that came out of the Modi administration. So that's something that is something to look forward to. But again, like I said, I'll have more on this in the next episode for you guys. So yeah, that's it from me. It's a short, quick episode today, but stay tuned for the next one, and I promise that we'll have more content and hopefully even a guest for you guys. Because today it was just a a bad day in terms of securing a guest. But thank you so much once again. It was great